Approval. Let's discuss this with Cornelia Meyer, who's an oil and gas specialist and the CEO at Meyer Resources. She's joining us from Bern, Switzerland. Welcome to Al Jazeera. So how seriously would conflict in Ukraine threaten Europe's gas supplies?
Well, thank you, Doreen, for having me. Well, they do threaten, and what we've seen so far is because of the geopolitical sanctions, also because reservoirs not just only in, or storage not just only in Europe, but also in Russia were sort of very depleted after the harsh winter of last year. There was less gas flowing. And but if the Russians really make good on their threat of sending even less gas, that will send prices soaring. You know, Europe gets gas through LNG. It gets it from the Mediterranean. It also gets it from Norway. But Russia, as you said, is very important. And if there is more tension, that means prices are going to go up.
Right. So would Putin really cut off energy supplies, or would he be wary of taking such steps against what are ultimately his most important customers as well? Because doesn't it go both ways? Russia is hugely dependent on the European market, and Europe is hugely dependent on Russia.
It goes both ways, but the interdependency has come down. You know, last time we had such shifts, which is 2014, when the whole Ukraine, Crimea issues boiled over. Europe was pretty much the only off-taker of Russian gas. Now, a lot of it flows eastward to China.
But Europe is still Russia's largest customer.
But less so than it used to need it.
Europe, however, is still Russia's largest customer, is it not?
It is Russia's largest customer, but the dependence has come down. So that emboldens, and that is part of the problem. That emboldens Russia, and Europe is emboldened. So they both are a wee bit too emboldened on both sides.
What about the Nord Stream 2? I mean, it is vital for Germany, as we've been reporting, and wider Europe as well. But to what extent is Russia exploiting this lack of a unified European strategy in order to get what it wants in Ukraine?
Absolutely, absolutely. And Nord Stream 2 is very important to Germany. It's important to some other Northern European countries as well. But it is, and Putin is certainly honing in on that. But you know, with the previous government, it was a no-touch thing. Now that we have the Greens in the German government, who are much more skeptical, especially the Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock, much more skeptical of Russia. It's not quite as sacrosanct in the German government anymore as it used to be.
Okay, thank you so much, Cornelia Meyer, for speaking to us from Switzerland.
Thank you very much.